I'm very pleased to have, in many ways, been mentored by Dean Rajashekar. I've already told you I'm his first batch of students back in India. And then once all these things started falling into place, it wasn't just the academic and seminary mentoring that he offered, but for our family, both Dean Rajashekar and Pastor Esther Rajashekar, they were our primary entry point into this new society, this new culture that we found ourselves in, living in the United States of America. From simple things like getting a driving license to dealing with the American bureaucracy in terms of filling forms and visa status, in terms of being discerning buyers in supermarkets and grocery stores, from understanding the American tax policy, which not many people understand, but I think Dean Rajashekar has an up in that one. He has really been helpful to us, to our children, to understand the school system, the universities, the expectations. So he went far beyond a narrow academic perspective to make us welcome and enable us to move into the new living situation. Having said this, I think it's indicative of who he is, that this is the perspective he brought to this seminary. Having come here in 1991, expanding upon many things, global Lutheranism, interfaith ecumenical realities, public theology in a civil society, enhancing the Black Studies program and the Urban Theological Institute, building links across denominations, serving as a distinguished church person in ELCA headquarters as a member of the council, serving as a commissioner of the Association of Theological Schools, beginning the Asian Theological Summer Institute, which has brought in more than 100 Asian and Asian American students, as well as Asian and Asian American faculty to this campus every summer, not just from the United States, but even from Canada. Dean Rajashekar attended to all his functions to such an extent that there were many projects which he needed to attend to, which he couldn't because of his responsibilities as dean. But these projects are no longer on the back burner for him. These projects are now up front and center. And during his sabbatical, during the next 6 months, I know that the devotion and intensity that he brought to this position will now go towards those projects. There's a global history of Lutheranism in the works. There are projects trying to bring together Asian and Asian American theological educators from the United States and Canada. There are projects whereby he links theological education in the United States with theological education in other countries, especially Asian countries. So he will be able to give more of his time and his boundless energy to such projects, and we look forward to whatever new ideas he comes up with, and I look forward to working with him as a colleague and as a friend.